Welcome to our first episode of World of Mysteries, where history's most perplexing puzzles come to life. Today, we're delving into one of the greatest maritime mysteries of all time, the tale of the Mary Celeste. This 19th century merchant ship has captivated the imagination of the world. Not for the journey it completed, but for the voyage it mysteriously abandoned. In November 1872, the Mary Celeste embarked on what should have been a routine voyage from New York to Genoa, Italy, laden with a cargo of industrial alcohol. However, this journey soon turned into one of the most baffling mysteries in maritime history. On December 5th, 1872, the ship was found adrift in the Atlantic Ocean, in a condition that perplexed the maritime world. Intact, seaworthy, but eerily deserted. The ship's log and the crew's personal belongings were found aboard. The last entry in the log, dated November 25th, offered no clue of any impending disaster or crew distress. The ship's cargo was largely undisturbed, and there was no sign of a struggle or violence. However, the ship's lifeboat was missing, indicating a possible hasty evacuation by the crew and passengers. This state of affairs posed many questions. Why would a seasoned captain abandon a sound vessel? What led the crew and passengers to leave in such a hurry that they didn't signal for help or take their belongings? The absence of a clear explanation for their disappearance has fueled speculation and theories for over a century, turning the Mary Celeste into an iconic symbol of maritime mysteries. The story of the Mary Celeste begins in the mid-19th century, a time marked by the flourishing of maritime trade. Launched in 1861 under the name Amazon, this brigantine witnessed several mishaps, including the sudden illness and death of her first captain and collisions at sea. After a decade of service, she was extensively refitted and renamed the Mary Celeste in 1868. Symbolizing a fresh start for the vessel. Owned by a consortium of investors, the most notable being Captain Benjamin Briggs, a man of high repute in the maritime community. The Mary Celeste was set to navigate the lucrative trade routes of the Atlantic. Briggs was a seasoned seafarer, deeply respected for his experience and prudent judgment. He embarked on the Fateful Voyage with his wife, Sarah, and their 2-year-old daughter, Sophia, showcasing his trust in the ship. The crew, carefully chosen by Briggs himself, comprised of 7 men, all skilled and experienced in their trade. This voyage was intended to be a routine journey across the Atlantic. Yet it evolved into one of history's most intriguing nautical mysteries. The ship, her crew, and their fate have since been shrouded in speculation and intrigue, leaving the Mary Celeste an enduring enigma in maritime lore. The voyage of the Mary Celeste, destined to become one of the sea's greatest enigmas, began on November 7th, 1872. Setting sail from New York, the brigantine was bound for Genoa, Italy, carrying a significant cargo of 1,701 barrels of industrial alcohol. This journey, intended for the bustling European markets, started under auspicious conditions, with clear skies and favorable winds, suggesting a routine passage across the Atlantic. The Mary Celeste, meticulously prepared for her transatlantic journey, was in prime condition. Every aspect of the vessel, from the integrity of its hull to the adequacy of its provisions and the sturdiness of its sails, was attentively checked and double-checked, ensuring she was more than capable of the voyage ahead. The ship's manifest and logbooks were in order, reflecting a sense of professionalism and attention to detail in her preparation. As the Mary Celeste navigated through the open sea, her progress seemed unremarkable, with the ship's log recording routine entries typical of such a voyage. However, unbeknownst to the world, this would be her final journey. The events that transpired after the last logged entry on November 25 would transform the Mary Celeste from an ordinary merchant brigantine into a legend of maritime history, her fate shrouded in a mystery that continues to captivate and mystify. On December 4th, 1872, a month after the Mary Celeste had set sail, a startling discovery was made that would etch the name of this brigantine into the annals of maritime mystery. The Dei Gratia, a Canadian brigantine, was navigating the same transatlantic route when Captain David Morehouse noticed a vessel behaving erratically in the distance. As the Dei Gratia drew closer, the crew recognized the vessel as the Mary Celeste. Surprisingly, it was yawing slightly, with its sails partially set and in disarray. Captain Morehouse, a seasoned mariner, was acquainted with Captain Briggs and knew him to be a competent seafarer. Sensing that something was amiss, Morehouse sent a boarding party to the Mary Celeste. The scene that greeted them was one of eerie abandonment. The ship was in seaworthy condition, with its cargo largely intact. However, there was no sign of Captain Briggs, his family, or any of the crew members. The ship's lifeboat was missing, and the last entry in the ship's log was dated 10 days prior. The discovery of the Mary Celeste in such a condition, devoid of its crew, but with no apparent signs of violence or distress, sparked one of the greatest maritime mysteries of all time. The fate of the crew remains an enduring enigma, fueling speculation and theories for over a century. The enigma of the Mary Celeste sparked numerous theories and investigations, attempting to unravel the mystery of the deserted ship. Initially, foul play was suspected. Piracy was quickly ruled out due to the untouched cargo and personal belongings. The possibility of an insurance fraud, orchestrated by the ship's owners, was also considered, but found baseless. Another early theory suggested mutiny or a crew revolt, but the well-regarded character of Captain Briggs and the experienced, loyal crew rendered this unlikely. Investigations then turned to natural causes. One plausible explanation was the fear of an explosion caused by the ship's cargo of industrial alcohol. Fumes from the leaking barrels might have led the crew to abandon ship, fearing an imminent explosion. However, no evidence of significant leakage or fumes was found. In the 20th and 21st centuries, scientific advancements brought new theories to light. One hypothesis suggested a waterspout, a powerful columnar vortex on water, could have caused a sudden and violent upsurge of water, leading the crew to believe the ship was sinking, prompting a hurried evacuation. Other theories include a seismic sea wave or an underwater earthquake, phenomena capable of creating temporary but alarming conditions that might have led to a panic-induced abandonment. Despite extensive investigations and evolving theories, the disappearance of the Mary Celeste's crew remains a mystery, with each theory having its proponents and detractors, but no definitive conclusion. The Mary Celeste's enigmatic story has transcended the realm of maritime history, permeating various facets of popular culture and capturing public imagination for over a century. Its enduring mystery has inspired a plethora of artistic and literary works, reflecting humanity's fascination with the unexplained. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, famed for his Sherlock Holmes stories, penned a short story in 1800 and 1804 titled J. Habakkuk Jephson's Statement, loosely based on the Mary Celeste. This fictional account, filled with racial tensions and a dramatic climax, significantly embellished the actual events, further mystifying the tale in public consciousness. The ship's story has been adapted into numerous films, documentaries, and television series, each offering its unique interpretation of the events. Theories about the fate of the Mary Celeste's crew have been featured in episodes of popular TV shows like Doctor Who, blending historical facts with elements of science fiction and the supernatural. Academically, the Mary Celeste has been the subject of extensive research and scholarly debate. Historians and maritime experts have scrutinized the case, contributing to a rich body of literature that explores various facets of the mystery. Additionally, the term Mary Celeste has become synonymous with unexplained desertion or disappearance, entering common vernacular as a metaphor for situations where people vanish, leaving no trace behind. The cultural impact of the Mary Celeste is a testament to our enduring intrigue with mysteries that defy explanation, continuing to inspire curiosity and speculation across generations. From a scientific and historical standpoint, the Mary Celeste remains a captivating case study, offering insights into both 19th century maritime practices and the limits of scientific understanding. Historians have meticulously examined the social and economic context of the era, noting the pressures faced by maritime commerce, including the risks of transatlantic voyages. The journey of Mary Celeste occurred during a period marked by frequent maritime disasters, often attributed to harsh weather, human error, or technological limitations of the time. Modern scientific approaches have also been applied to the mystery. Meteorologists and oceanographers have analyzed historical weather patterns and oceanic conditions to hypothesize scenarios that could have led to the abandonment of the ship. Advances in forensic science have allowed researchers to revisit the evidence with fresh perspectives, although the passage of time and the lack of physical evidence from the ship itself pose significant challenges. Additionally, maritime historians have studied the construction and design of the Mary Celeste to understand how the ship's physical attributes might have influenced the crew's decision-making. The ship's cargo of industrial alcohol has been a particular focus, with chemical and physical analysis exploring whether it could have posed a real threat to the ship's safety. In summary, the Mary Celeste continues to be a subject of intrigue in both scientific and historical circles. Despite modern advancements in technology and research, the ship's story remains an unsolved puzzle, a testament to the enduring allure of mysteries in human history. Despite extensive research and numerous theories, the question of what happened to the ship's crew remains unanswered. The intrigue lies not just in the lack of survivors or witnesses, but in the condition in which the ship was found, seaworthy, with personal belongings intact and the cargo mostly undisturbed. This baffling scene challenges logical explanations and fuels the mystery. Over the years, the Mary Celeste has become a symbol of the unfathomable depths of the sea and the mysteries it conceals. The ship's story has taken on almost mythical proportions, capturing the imaginations of people worldwide. It speaks to the human fascinations with the unknown and the unexplained, serving as a reminder of our limitation in understanding the natural world and human behavior. The enduring nature of this mystery also reflects the evolving nature of inquiry and storytelling. Each generation revisits the Mary Celeste with new theories, each influenced by the contemporary understanding of science, psychology, and history. Yet the ship continues to hold its secrets, resting in the collective consciousness as an eternal mystery, a puzzle that may never be fully solved. This enduring enigma invites continuous speculation and exploration, a testament to the allure of the unknown in human curiosity. As we reach the end of our journey through the mysterious tale of the Mary Celeste, we are left with more questions than answers. The ship, discovered adrift on a calm sea with no sign of its crew, continues to captivate and perplex. Despite numerous theories, ranging from scientific to supernatural, the fate of the Mary Celeste's crew remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the sea. The story of Mary Celeste goes beyond mere maritime history. It touches on the human condition, our fascination with the unknown, and our desire to make sense of the inexplicable. It serves as a poignant reminder of the ocean's vast and unforgiving nature, and the limits of human understanding and control over the natural world. As we close this chapter, we reflect on the lasting legacy of the Mary Celeste. The ship's enigmatic voyage has not only provided fodder for countless stories and speculations, but has also inspired a deeper appreciation for the mysteries that still exist in our world. In an age where scientific advancements seem to leave little room for the unknown, the Mary Celeste stands as a symbol of the enduring power of mystery and the human imagination. Though the true story of what happened on that fateful voyage in 1872 may never be known, the legend of the Mary Celeste will continue to sail through the annals of history, a ghostly vessel on an eternal voyage through the human psyche. If you enjoyed delving into this maritime enigma with me, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your own theories in the comments below. What do you think happened to her crew? Your guess might just be the key to unlocking this age-old puzzle. Until next time, keep sailing the seas of mystery with us.